And at this point, have you seen any evidence of good cause?
The president and the White House have done some research, and we heard Sarah Sanders, the press secretary, say yesterday at the briefing that they believe that he himself has the authority to do it, that because Mueller is under the wings of the executive branch, that the president would be able to fire him on his own. But there's some contention that's not the case. And some of the Department of Justice and some legal scholars have said, no, that's not how this would work. Instead, it would be through the Department of Justice. Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, of course, has recused himself, so he's not involved. But then the Deputy Attorney General, Rod Rosenstein, is. And that it would be Rosenstein who would have to be the one to fire Mueller. He has said he would only do so if he found proper cause. And to this point, he hasn't. The issue is, does Trump then fire the Deputy Attorney General, Rosenstein, and try to replace him with someone else who would fire Mueller?
So help you God. Let the record reflect that Director Mueller responded in the affirmative.
Within the White House, there has been a lot of pushback to the president, like, don't fire Bob Mueller. This will create more problems. It'll cause, it'll plunge potentially the country into a constitutional crisis, but at the very least, a political firestorm, because there would be a lot of pushback, not just from Democrats, but probably a number of prominent Republicans on the Hill. There is, though, however, a team of outside advisors, sort of Trump's informal kitchen cabinet, those people he calls, from the residence of the White House early in the morning or late at night. A number of those people have suggested to him, like, hey, you need to be tougher. Mueller is imperiling your presidency. You should fire him. If Trump goes to the Department of Justice and fires Rosenstein, fires whoever his deputy is, if he keeps going on down the line until he finds someone who says, sure, I'll fire Bob Mueller for you, that would be reminiscent of Richard Nixon's move back in the 70s during the height of Watergate, where he had a similar clearing out.
Office in the hotel room.
This is probably the angriest the president has been since he's taken office. That the raid of his personal attorney, Michael Cohen's home and office here in New York on Monday has really set him off, that he feels like that crossed the red line that he put down about this investigation.
You say, Mr. Cohen?
There's a suggestion that if Trump tries to scuttle the federal probe, that if he does try, whether it's personally or through the Department of Justice, to shut down Bob Mueller, that something that happens in a state would be able to continue. So it's possible that this thread of the probe would keep going even if Trump moves to shut down Mueller.
I can tell you every time that we have a leak like this, and if you follow it up and you look at the intelligence afterwards, there are persons who are out there who follow this very, very, very